Let me take you back to a quiet room in 2022. No shouting, no drama. Just one man standing before powerful politicians. Peter Obi looked at the PDP leaders and said something so simple it sounded almost foolish. Vote with your conscience. Think about your children. Nigeria is dying. They smiled. They nodded. But when the doors closed, they opened their hands. Not for conscience, but for dollars. Days later, Peter Obi walked away from PDP. And the PDP has never been the same again. Stay with me, because that same story may be happening again in 2026. When Peter Obi left the PDP in 2022, many people blamed him. They said he was impatient, that he was unrealistic. They equally said he did not understand Nigerian politics. But today, let's be honest with ourselves. Peter Obi did not destroy the PDP. The PDP destroyed itself. What Obi did was simple. He held up a mirror, and the party did not like what it saw. Since that day, the PDP has been wandering like a lost man in the dark. Faction after faction, crisis after crisis, leaders fighting themselves, credibility bleeding like an open wound. Now, fast forward to today. Peter Obi is sitting in Abuja again, this time with the ADC leadership. I mean, Peter Obi is sitting with all the chairmen of ADC party in every state of Nigeria. And if you think this is just another political meeting, then you are not paying attention and you are not following how politics is trending in Nigeria. The ADC is preparing for its primary. Congress meetings have been held. A national convention is coming, and the 2027 election is getting closer. Reports say something very important. If Peter Obi does not get the ADC presidential ticket in a free and fair process, he will leave. Not as a threat, not as a drama, but as a pattern. Peter Obi has said it clearly. He will be on the ballot, not as a running mate or a backup plan, but as the main candidate. This is a man who has walked away from two major parties rather than play dirty politics. That alone should tell you something. Love him or hate him, one thing is clear: Peter Obi is consistent. As a public officer, he refused luxury cars. He rejected excess allowances. He says he does not own a house in Abuja, not because he cannot, but because he does not want unnecessary problems. You may call it simplicity or call it a political branding. That is consistency that matters to him. He walked away from PDP instead of buying delegates with dollars. He shocked the system under Labour Party in 2023. And now he is telling the ADC the same thing. I will not play the money game. And this is the big problem: grassroots versus delegates. Here is the hard truth many people don't like to hear. Being popular on social media is not the same as controlling delegates. Mass rallies do not decide primaries. Young people sharing online do not vote at primaries. Primaries are decided by a small group of people in closed rooms. And those rooms often have nothing to do with competence. Everything is about cash. This is where the problem starts. Inside the ADC, there is already a clear divide. On one side is Atiku Abubakar, a veteran, a man who understands Nigeria political machinery, a man with loyalists inside party structures. On the other side is Peter Obi with energy, followers, and moral appeal, but weaker internal structure. Let's be honest with ourselves. If the ADC uses the usual delegate system, if money decides the ticket, Peter Obi will likely lose. And if he loses, he will leave. Not because he is bitter, but because he refuses to compromise. Let me tell you something shocking. In Nigerian presidential primaries, delegates are allegedly paid $10,000 to $30,000 each. Some candidates spend up to $13 million not to win the election, but just to get the tickets. Millions of dollars. In a country where people cannot eat twice a day? This is not democracy. This is an auction. This is a transactional democracy. And Nigeria's future is what is being sold. When politicians spend that kind of money, they must recover it, either you like it or not. And how do they recover it? Through inflated contracts, looted budgets, abandoned projects, broken hospitals, failed schools, and bad roads. You can name it. The hospital become waiting rooms for deaths. The schools produce graduates who are not ready for the world. This is not accidental. It is designed this way. Every delegate needs to hear this. The money you collect today is stolen from your children's future. That dollar will not build a school. It will not train a doctor. It will not create jobs. When you sell your vote, you are not just selling power, you are selling Nigeria. The ADC now stand where PDP stood 2022. They are at crossroad. They have two choices: choose money and become irrelevant, choose competence and become different. Their leaders have said the right words. They talked about credibilities. They talk about competence. But words are cheap. Action is everything. Peter Obi has delivered his message again, not with noise, not with threats, but with consistency. If ADC listens, story may change, or history may change. If they don't, history will repeat itself. And Nigeria are watching. Young people are watching. Professionals are watching. The diaspora is watching. This is bigger than one man. This is about whether Nigeria is ready to stop stealing its future. The delegate system is a cancer. It rewards corruption. It punishes competence. And it keeps Nigerians trapped. Peter Obi cannot change it alone, but he can refuse to bow to it. Will they take the money, or will they choose destiny? The ball is now in their court now to decide. Maybe to take the cash, or will they choose destiny? Let me know your opinion in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share this video, and equally subscribe to this channel for more updates like this. Turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified when we upload our new video. Thanks for watching.